but we're bringing it to you from the comforts of my home with my daughter, Amaya.
Hello.
And the Royal Report, as you guys know, I'm pretty sure that all of you guys are not new to being a part of our videos and recordings, but we bring all that we think is valuable to you, whether through fashion, philanthropy, and culture. And today we are going to focus a little bit on wrapping up second quarter in a way that we kind of chunk things out. And we've actually focused on hope this week and bringing that to a close so that on Sunday, we start a whole new outline of content for everyone. And I'm excited to share that with you guys then. But for now, we're going to focus on hope because we have gone through a lot with COVID and some of the other things that are going on around the country, but then with civil unrest. And I just feel like for me, it's important for everyone to kind of understand what it is that we do at Queen Anna and the philanthropy and the culture and the fashion that we try to bring back to you guys. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that Queen Anna, well, my Anna was my granny, my great grandmother, who actually raised me. And she is the reason why we are able to have such a very, very solid backbone, quote unquote, in the store. And part of our logo, if you've noticed it, and I don't think I have one nearby, but my Q and my A has 4 dots. And can you guess? I don't even know if you know, what do the 4 dots mean on my logo?
It's me, Aaliyah, Aylin, Ace.
My children, my lovely, lovely children.
I was going to do that.
Well, why'd you just say it?
Because it clicked. It made sense.
Well, you learn something new every day. And so for me, when it comes to that concept of things, it's important that we're able to share that with you guys because what we're doing is a lifestyle. It's a legacy. It's something that's important to us. Just from me all the way down. And what we're doing is empowering women to own all of their sense of style and sense of being and loving themselves from the inside out. And so one of the things that I wanted to do is make sure that I had the opportunity to remind you guys if you didn't know, but then let it be seen, what my daughter is doing on her own. Sometimes I do set them up for things and say, hey, you're going to do this. But from a fashion standpoint, this kind of happened on her own. And so she is going to tell us about some of the things that she loves about her designs that she has done and created. And we're going to be hopeful and hear about what you hope for your brand as I continue to hope for the best for our brand, and I'll kind of let you take it away. Tell me what inspired you to do your drawings. And so these are hand sketches, and I'd love to know how this all started. Well, I know. Tell them how it all started and your inspiration.
So it started at a camp. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was a fashion design camp where we made mood boards and did sketches and learned how to sew and do different things. On the last day or something of the camp, we took photos and different things and we made signs of empowering messages and stuff. And that's how I got my brand. We are proud people,
which I thought was really cool under the circumstances of the world and the nation around us. Being a person of color, and it's important to love yourself, understanding that you're the minority in the scenario, and we are proud people. Is really, really cool concept. Oh, we've got our first comment, Amaya. Someone wanted to let you know such great designs. They're seeing it. So that's awesome. Okay, so we found out about it at a camp, or you learned it at a camp. Actually, It was our Pastor Jory's camp. What was
I forgot the name. It was fashion and design. That's what I remember.
The Dance People. Look her up. Dance People. She's local in Minneapolis, but she actually went to the camp, got this, and you have to say that this was with a partner.
Yes, this was with my friend Isaiah. She goes to school with me.
Okay. And so one of the things that I wanted to know about is what your inspiration was behind some of these other ones. Because realistically speaking, if we found a designer or somebody who could sew us up some of these, I would wear them. So I would love to tell the people like what this was about. You gave them names.
Yes, I named them after like, it was kind of moods that I was feeling and how I saw the designs. So the new rainbow is kind of just the rainbow, really, in like bold colors and patterns and things. Defined standard, please, is kind of like work attire, but then also like evening attire.
And you know, what I really thought, somebody else said that I would wear them too. You know what I really thought I loved about, and I just noticed this too, was the fact that it says define standard, please, meaning like you make your own standard. You don't have to live by the standards of everyone else. And if your standards, I mean, if you're proud of your standard, at the end of the day, everyone should be proud for you. And I love that concept. Amaya, that was a good idea. I didn't even notice that.
This one's not done.
I know we're not. Well, this is the thing. We're on a time limit, hon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that? We were on a time limit? Okay.
Okay, it's fine. The new classic, this one was kind of just like basic designs that I did that I colored in.
Look at those pants.
I don't know, these two are my favorites.
Reagan says, beautiful.
Thank you.
And look, you guys are so supportive. Amaya, I need to have you on the show all the time because, no, really, I don't get this many people talking to me on a regular basis. I'm on here all the time, but that's okay. So tell us about some of these. Look at these pants. So that's what I was saying. This is hot. Like, this was so good.
Thank you.
And, you know, and I just want you to know, too, in front of everyone else, how proud I am that she drew these, like, by hand. She took her little, I think it was like the sketch, and you kind of drew them on top of that. The little people, croquis. They're called croquis. And Jill said she would wear your designs, too. And Shar says gorgeous.
Oh, gracias.
Anyways, Ravens and Eagles, Queens of the Sky. We'll round it out with that.
This one was inspired by Netflix. Greenhouse Academy. Me, Aaliyah, and Ava and Ace kind of got hooked on the show. Mm-hmm. And we fell out with the show, but it was still a good show. And it inspired me to draw these based on like two different houses that are rivals in the show.
Okay.
And this is the only one that has all the things with hair on it. So.
Okay. Good to know. And Pam said you are an awesome drawer and designer. Way to go.
Thank you.
Tell us what you would hope for in a perfect world. What would you hope for with the t-shirt design? You didn't get a chance to really spend a lot of time on that one either. The t-shirt is something that's going to be a brand new brand, but she's starting that one, a website where she's going to be creating t-shirts for We Are Proud People, and they're going to be some of the sayings that are empowering and what else?
Just like empowering women in general and like children too. Mainly focused on.
You're almost. I mean, you look like a woman, but
I'm a teenager. So, but like empowering messages and like culture too. So that is also very important to me.
Culture is very important to us as a family, and I think that it's super duper cool that you have found an outlet. And I think that that's what my hope is for all of us, is that we find a productive outlet. Kayleen says, we're going to buy one of them, Amaya. You are just the hottest commodity right now. Tell me, Amaya, well, tell everyone, what in the perfect world, what do you hope for your line or your sketches or the t-shirts? What do you hope for in a perfect world? What would you hope for?
Well, right now, since I'm starting out with t-shirts, like I grow into a larger business where I can like do these designs and other things, maybe even start shoes, because that's like another big thing too.
She's such her mother because of the fact that she is always on to the next thing before the other ones all the way started. But again, I love that. That's ambitious of you. And I think, and the sky's the limit, right? Like there isn't anything you can't do. And I am so proud that you even did this and started these things. And if shoes is what you hope for, then that shoes is what happens, right? It's all about a mindset. And one of the things that, we strive for at Queen Anna is to empower women, again, through clothes, but then, to own them, the sense that comes with the clothing. So it's, you have to feel it on the inside, and then you're able to display it on the outside. And then what I tell people too, when you don't feel it on the inside, you dress for how you want to feel versus dressing for your feeling in that moment, because most of us would probably just wear leggings and oversized hoodies all the time, like teenagers do with socks and Birkenstocks. I wonder who does that. But anyway, and instead we should dress like that diva queen, like the ones that create your own standard, define your own standard. And one thing that I want to end with is the fact that I'm starting in instilling this into my children young, is that their mind, wherever their mind goes, the rest of them goes too. So I think that as we're thinking about the things, and I've heard different people always ask us about, as a person of color, how can I continue to help? How can we keep pushing the needle forward when it comes to the social climate that's going on, and, the racial injustice and things of that? Start at home. Start at home with the discussions that need to be had. Start at home with the discussions about, the differences in people and how everyone is created equal. And if you can start at home and instill those things while you have our youth, you're pouring into them what they need to know in this moment, they'll grow up. She's a big one. She's taller than me. But when they grow up, they will be able to remember those things as well as teach others. And that's how change happens. And so that's why I wanted to know what you were most hopeful for your business and the things that you have going on, because that way I'll know how to support you in those things. But then I know that that the sky is the limit and you can do anything you put your mind to. There is no limit. There's no such thing as a limit. And when you feel limited, you got to shake off the limits, because there are no limits. I hate that. Limits, they crush dreams. And so we won't ever let that happen. So if anyone out there is following along with me, you automatically should know when Amaya's t-shirt line and everything else is up and running, which we were hoping for. And now if you come on Facebook and you tell them when it's going to be done, you have to have it done. So maybe we keep it quiet until it is done, and we'll surprise the world, and I'll be surprised when it's all done, even though we have deadlines, right?
Yes.
We operate in deadlines. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys had a chance to meet Amaya, hear our philosophy from the brand standpoint, and just look forward to knowing that we're going to be doing something different, but something similar along the same lines of empowerment come Sunday. This will be a whole new change for Queen Anna, but we're going to be bringing something so fun and perfect for the summertime. And I appreciate all of you guys for chiming in. We've got so much support, Amaya, going out to you. The designs will be coming out soon, you guys. And everyone loves a good graphic tee. As you can see, she's got one on right now. I mean, it was once mine, but now again, it's on her body. But anyways, I want to make sure that you guys are. And look, we got TTK who gives you hearts.
Hi.
You got to love social media sometimes, for the most part. Yeah. But you guys stay tuned, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening and hearing our story about our brand. And I can't wait to bring you something new next time. Until next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.